Hi travelers, if you're traveling carry-on only and that 311 rule is driving you a little nuts, it's driving me nuts too. So I have taken it on to go ahead and find some of the best non-liquid toiletry items that I think work great. They're going to reduce the size of your Toiletries 311 bag and help you get through airport security. And you want to stick around toward the end because I'm going to show you some hacks of unusual and unconventional things that I do to reduce the size of my toiletries bag. So let's get started. We're going to start with a quick refresher of that 311 rule, which is you're allowed to have 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters of a liquid, and all of that has to fit into one quart bag, and you're allowed one bag per person. And that starts to fill up pretty quick when you start thinking about shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, face creams, and all of that. And that also means that if you bring a container like this, which is 4 ounces, and you might have even used half of it, they will confiscate this from you because it's not about the amount of liquid, really, it's about the size of the container. So what they're saying is, yeah, it could be a 4 or 5 ounce container and you might have only 3.4 ounces, but they can't measure that. So the actual container has to be 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters or less to be able to get through TSA security. So that really limits how much you can take. And if you're going on a longer trip, you want some things that are going to be able to get you through your trip without having to buy new things over and over. And of course, I'm thinking about the environment and having to have a lot of non-refillable things that I have to, buy new over and over again. Yes, you can buy certain things at your destination, and that also works, but I'm going to show you some new things today that I think you're going to really love. All right, this is your standard 1 quart bag that goes through TSA, and in this bag, I'm talking about all shampoos and things that are alternatives to liquids. And you can see here it would save you quite a bit of room just here in this bag. The number one thing I'm going to show you is some powdered shampoos. These are great because they are in aluminum tins that are refillable, and they are also extremely light because they're powder and aluminum. I love these because all you have to do is open this up and then basically shake it onto your hands and then foam it all up. And then once you foam it up, just put it into your hair and use it. The negative thing about that is this. What I don't like about this particular one is even though this part screws on tight, this little lid does not. So you can see the powder just kind of shifted all over the place. It doesn't ever, oh gosh, it doesn't ever completely close, so you do end up with a little bit of powder residue in your bag. So one thing you can do is obviously put it in a plastic bag or put it in one of these, which is technically made for bar soaps. And I keep things like bar shampoos and things in here, but you can also put one of these inside of here, or maybe even both of these in here, just to keep it from getting all over the inside of your bag. And this will keep it nice and airtight so that it doesn't actually have powder all over the place. And if powder's in here, it stays in here. But these powdered shampoos are something I've used. Now, I have to use a bit of it. It's not like just a little bit, so you do have to use a bit of it. But if you want something light and in a reusable, eco-friendly container, these work great. These next ones are bar shampoo, and I like this because they smell amazing. And I like that each one, the shampoo and the conditioner, are different shapes. I don't know how many times I have been in the shower and I've grabbed something and I'm like, is that an S or a C on there? Because I can't see in the shower. And so what I want to do is be able to know which one's shampoo and which one's conditioner. And these different shapes help a lot. So, oh, these just smell so good. I love the smell of these. These will last me quite a while, and I usually keep them in bags like this. This allows the soap to not be soapy and mucky all on the inside. It allows it to breathe a little bit, but it doesn't allow it to get all over the inside of your toiletries bag. So I love these little sealing bags, and I just put them in here, and that way I don't have to worry about putting them in my liquids bag. And they fold up kind of like a dry bag. They just fold over and click, and everything is all set to put in your toiletries bag. These next two, I love the tin on these. These are by Everist. And what I do love is that they're in a tin, and if you want to reuse them for something like those bar soaps, that's great as well. The only thing about that is the conditioner one is more of a cream. So they will, in many places, consider this a liquid. So you'll just have to think about that one. Here in the United States, they generally don't, but in some places they might. But I like the small containers. And then this next set is actually bars. They are also in a metal container that's refillable. So you can, put your favorite bar soap or something in here. And they're just bars like this that you can soap up and use as shampoo. This one's the conditioner, and then the shampoo is this one. And they smell really nice as well. I like them because they are in a leak-proof container, and if I wanted to set this in the shower and just leave this like this, or even put the lid on it, it's going to keep it nice and contained and dry and not leak all over. So this is a great one to have. Also, if you are traveling to humid environments, things like this start to get a little cakey and can be a little bit hard. You might have to take like a chopstick and mix it around in there, especially since these lids don't completely seal it up. Another thing you could do is, if you have containers like this or you buy containers, is dump this powder right into these containers, and then that way these screw tight, airtight, and you don't have to worry about it, and you can just open it up, tap your hands in, get what soap you need, and start foaming it up. But all of these are in aluminum containers, which makes them lighter, and again, nothing has to go into your liquids bag. This next 311 bag is all facial cleansers and things like that I like to use that are non-liquids. This first one is a powdered cleanser for my face. It just comes out as a little powder, and you just get this wet and you're able to go ahead and wash your face. It's nice and gentle. I love this. So if you've been out in the sun and your face feels a little bit tender, this is really, really soothing. So it's a nice one to have. And of course, if you don't want to take it in a larger container like this, you can pop it into a smaller container, but this is a great powdered facial cleanser. I have talked to many of you about this one. I've carried these on many travel adventures, and these are dry face cloths that have the soap built into them. And what I love about that is you kind of get a washcloth and soap at the same time. So it's really nice to be able to use that. Now, this face cloth comes in a nice size. It's almost like a little tiny washcloth. That's what I like about this, because once I use this and rinse it out, I can reuse this cloth over and over to wash other parts of my body or whatever. I have used this like on several days of a trip, just kept rinsing it out, washing it, and reusing it when I needed a washcloth. Now for me, this is too much soap for my face. So what I do is I cut this up into little squares like this, and then I can get 4 washes out of one of these cloths, unless I'm wearing a lot of makeup like I am today, and then it might take me a couple of these to get them off. And I just fold these up, and I don't necessarily have to take a whole big bag of those. And what I'll do is put these in these little tiny zipper bags like this. They are great for holding little things like this, or even little bits of soap or anything like that. And I just put them in here, and they fit nice and flat in my toiletries bag, and I can get a week's worth in here easily for a way to be able to take off my makeup, wash my face. It kind of is 5 in 1. I think it's a makeup remover, a mask, a face wash, a toner, and it has a little bit of moisturizing in it so my face doesn't feel as dry. So I love these. If you don't want the cloths and you want to just have the facial soap, these are the Olay melts. And if you go to Target right now, they have the little sample size. It comes in a big box, but it comes in this little package right here that's perfect for travel. You can just peel off this top and use them as you go, like one at a time. And even for this, I only use half of this. I don't need that much soap on my face. These last me a long time, but they have a different varieties of them. These are I think the vitamin C, but they are great if you just want to have a little bit of soap. And if you need something like soap on your travel adventures, you need to wash your hands or something, these work great as well. So here's a couple of hacks that I wanted to talk to you about, which is these are these little like pick containers that pick for your teeth, and they have little containers like this. I save these little containers. As you can see here, I have some of these little Olay wipes that are from here, and it's in a teeny tiny little container. And then there's more in here. So if I'm going for a much longer trip, I think there's like 12 in here that I can get through probably a month of washing my face. I only use about half of these on each wash. And it's, again, some of these thin little containers from, you go and you buy those pickers. That's what this is. I save them. They're great little containers to hold things. I make sewing kits out of them, first aid kits, all kinds of things. These things are great to be able to just get things organized in your toiletry bag and not take up a lot of room. I've talked to you guys a lot about, again, like I cannot use a standard face cloth, like a terry cloth on my face because it exacerbates my rosacea. So I always carry a little cloth like this, and it's cut unevenly from another cloth, and I just use pinking shears, cut them, and then run the edges through a flame just to burn off the little things here and keep it from unraveling. And that way I always have just a little bit of towel with me to have to wash, dry off, or whatever. I always keep them, and I just keep them in a little, again, one of these little bags, and it's just a great little thing to have in my toiletries bag. That way I don't have to worry about, having a cloth. However, for those of you who want to have something that maybe you don't want to reuse over and over, these are wonderful. These are compressed towels. They have all kinds of sizes. I have even these teeny weeny little ones right here. I think they open up to just about this size. And again, it's very much like this, reusable. You can reuse it if you want to, but I always keep at least one of these like in my purse or something, because it's just nice to know I have something that if I needed to wash something off because my hands got sticky or whatever, a little bit of water for my water bottle, and poof, I've got a little something to clean. And these are great for cleaning off your body or whatever you want to have cleaned, and they're just sterile. So for a while when my rosacea was really flaring, in my bathroom I have the big box, which is, you just pull one out, but they're made by the same company. But when I was traveling, I would take like 7 of these, one for each day of the week, so I could at night get my face clean. I had a nice sterile cloth to be able to clean my face to help with my rosacea. So these are great to have as well. Removing makeup is another thing that normally takes up a lot of space with those micellar water things and things like that. And I just tend to use these by Neutrogena. They are their makeup removing cloths, and I love them because it gets everything off, all of my face and eye makeup, and then I can proceed to just go ahead and wash with these. I find that these work great, and it's one of those, even if I'm just watching TV at night, I'll sit there and just get my makeup off with this, and then I'll go and wash my face. But these are wonderful to have, and they're nice and compact like this. Next, I'm going to talk about some solid soaps and things like that to use for washing your body. Now, I have found that there's one soap that I have been using that's good for my face as well as my body, and that's this Panoxyl. This is the size of the bar, and this will last me a long time and fits into any of these like little bags to take with me. And this way I don't have to worry about a liquids, but I get 2 in 1. I can wash my face and my body with this. Matter of fact, this is what I use in my shower. I swim in a pool at least 3 days a week, and once I get the chlorine, I want to get everything really clean. This has been wonderful for me. Sometimes, you get everyone else's sunscreen and stuff is floating around in the pool. I use this in a video I did a couple days ago. I showed you a special cloth that I use that dries very quickly, that helps me exfoliate and get like all the stuff from the pool and everything off. This is one of my favorites, again, face and body. This next set is a set of soap leaves. And what I love about these is they're so lightweight and easy to use. These are soap leaves, and they have different scents to them, and they're great because you just get them wet, soap, and go. I will tell you, with any of these soap leaves, you have to make sure your hands are dry, because once you touch this, they'll all start to meld together, and you have to make sure your hands are dry. Otherwise it becomes a mess and becomes something that, like a little bar of soap basically. But if you like something that's a little leaf that you can get to get washing your hands or body, these are great. This next one is another one that comes in a little container that you just slide open, and again, it also has little leaves, and you want to make sure again that your hands are dry, or otherwise they're not going to be little leaves anymore. They're going to be little like bar. It comes in a little tin like this that just slides open, which is kind of nice. Of course, how many of us go to the bathroom and you go to wash your hands and your hands are wet and you realize there's no soap, so your hands are not dry? This one is a great one to have. This was something that saved me the other day when I was at a big stadium and I went to the bathroom and my hands were wet and there was no soap. So I was able to get in my purse and get this tiny little soap stick out. It's like a chapstick, and you just roll it. Yeah, you can see I kind of chunked it off there. Roll it up, and then you can just scrub it on your hands and create some soap and pull it back down. It's great to stick in a pocket, a little fanny pack, which, you know, at the stadiums anymore, you can't take anything hardly. But this was something that could go in that little clear stadium bag. And I had some soap to wash my hands from being in the bathroom there. So another great one. And of course, I always love to have these little bags. These are great for little bars of soap. This is an old Clinique bar of soap that I have in here, but these bags work great to hold these bars of soap if you prefer bar on your travel adventures. Many of us have heard of toothpaste tablets and have used them on our travel adventures. However, I find that when I keep them in something like this, they start to break apart into a powder. And it wasn't the worst thing, it's just that it's kind of messy in here. However, I thought, well, if I'm going to have powder, I might as well use a powder. So I have been using this toothpaste by Boka, which has been wonderful. I use this on the daily now at home. It's a powder in this nice container. You just basically dip your toothbrush in there and brush your teeth. And folks, this tastes like you're brushing with an Altoids. I'll be honest with you. It's amazing. I feel so good after brushing my teeth. In fact, when I wake up in the morning, I've noticed that my breath doesn't have that morning breath. It feels very clean. Now, I obviously don't want to carry a big thing like this around with me. So next, I'm going to show you some great containers that are going to help you reduce the size of your toiletries bag. But before we get to that, could you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know when I put up a new video. And if you like this video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button now before the end of the video. And if you comment on my videos, it really does help the algorithm. So any comments are truly appreciated. But now let's get to some little hacks that are going to help you reduce the size and weight of your toiletries bag. I've talked to you about this in most of my videos in my toiletries bags, and these little zipper pouches work great. You know, they're made for pills and stuff like that, but you can put all kinds of things like a towel or any of those Olay wipes. Like I said, anything in here. Floss. So I take my floss, and instead of carrying a thing of floss, I take the amount that I need. I cut it off and I wrap it around my fingers and make it into these tiny little floss packets, I guess, and I have them in here, and I can keep like a month's worth or more of floss in something like this. So as you can see, it's a lot thinner than trying to pack in an actual floss container. And you know, if you can get floss in glass containers, it's a lot better for the environment. So this is great. Another thing is to utilize these little silicone containers like this. These are at Target, by the way. If you go to the Target like travel section where they have all that travel stuff, there's 2 of these in per package, I guess, and they're nice and soft, great for liquids if you take liquid, or even for powdered things that don't have powder flying all over the place. These are great to have, and they're a small footprint. Also, these little tins. So for me, I'm not going to take this big, you know, honking thing of toothpaste with me, but I'm going to put it in a little aluminum container like this that seals shut. It's also going to help keep the moisture out so it doesn't start getting all cakey. So if you're in a humid environment, this is going to help keep it a lot drier. And then, of course, contact lens cases. You've heard me talk about this before for anything. It can be powders, liquids, pills. But if I am going to take cream, which, unfortunately, they don't make that in a powder yet, I'm going to have day cream and night cream in this so that I have enough to get me through just about a week. A small pill container like this can be multi-purpose. I carry one of these and I have my morning, noon, and night medications that I have on me, and I keep this on my personal carry-on. So if they lose my luggage, I have at least 2, 3, 4 days worth of vitamins and medication with me in this. It's watertight and I love that. However, if I take these little inserts out of here, it now becomes a little soap container. So I can take my little facial soap and put it in here. And that way it's watertight, so that if it's wet or anything, it's not going to leak all over. But I like that I can set this on the counter and then just get my soap, wash what I need to do. I'm not struggling to get it back in a bag. I'm not leaving it on the counter where it's all messy. It goes right back in here and it closes up, ready to go. So think outside the box. Think about small containers. How can you reuse them and help that make your toiletries bag smaller and lighter? Well, I hope you enjoyed that video today, and if you like this video, I think you're really going to like this one. And remember, folks, travel adventure favors the prepared. Happy travels.